Alright, we're going to look at iterating something more interesting than our standard GCSE fare, just so that we have something, you know, good to do. So it's more than just solving an equation. So there's two things different about this from a GCSE question. First of all, we've got two variables interacting. We've got y, the next value of y depends on the previous value of x, and the next value of x depends on the previous value of y and x. The other new thing is this double vertical line symbol around the xn. This is sometimes called the modulus function and sometimes called the absolute function. It returns the absolute size of a value. It essentially makes it positive. So the size of 4 is 4, the size of negative 3 is 3, the size of negative 1.48 is 1.48. So if it's positive, it stays positive. If it's negative, it becomes positive. Alright? Now we can pick any values we like to plug into this. You get slightly different results, but there's something kind of general about results we get all the time anyway. So it shouldn't go too ridiculous. So if we start with x and y, I'm going to pick 5 and 2 as my first two values. So the x value is 1 take away the previous y value plus the size of the x value. So 1 take away 2 is negative 1. Plus 5 is 4, and the y value is the previous x value. So 1 take away 5 plus 4, 1 take away 5 plus 4 is 0, and this is just 4. 1 take away 4 plus 0 is negative 3, and this is 0. 1 take away 0 plus the absolute size of that, which is just 3. So that gets us 4, I believe. And we can crack on doing this as fast as we like. So we get 8, 4, 5, 8. So you'll notice there that these three values are the same as those three. So we seem to have started round a loop again. So that from there to there looks like a cycle of things that will repeat. And that's because there's actually an attractor here. The way this is set up is such that it will never disappear. It'll always get attracted back to where it belongs. This particular one is called the gingerbread attractor. What I encourage you to do is to pick your own two values of x and y, and once you've got these, plot them as coordinates of the Cartesian plane, and do a kind of dot to dot in order that they appear. Now you can choose with your dots to do straight edges to make sure you don't get lost, or you could number them and try when they're there to draw smooth curves through them. It might look a bit neater. This is more true to the form, but this is actually, I think, a bit neater, a bit of a nice thing to look at. As you can see, it took quite a few steps, so I'm sure most of you have the computing skill to either use Excel or Python or something to automate this process in such a way. In most bits of software you'll have this notation for doing that function. Next video I'll show you what this one looks like, but that's the process of getting these coordinates up. I don't want to spoil what it looks like, which is why these are pretty vague and not entirely accurate. So have a look at how this behaves and waffles around the Cartesian plane. Enjoy!